we showed you yesterday a faux stain technique on this this spool that we wanted to follow up with today, because I'm going to show you how we wax the faux stain finish. So I've got, can you guys see this down here, Cammie? Cammie's behind the camera. Say hi to Cammie, everybody. And then Casey is also doing an Instagram story with us so that we can try and do Facebook and Instagram at the same time. So here are the supplies that I need. I've got a BB Frösch dark wax, I've got a waxing brush, and I've got lint-free wax cloths. Super duper important, you guys. Lint-free, lint-free, lint-free all the time. You do not want lint in your project. So, and I'm going to show you something that I did after we filmed yesterday. If you can see here, I had done the whole faux stain, and then I decided that because of the look and feel of this kind of wood, I wanted it to look a little bit more rustic. So I went ahead and I just took a 220 grit sandpaper and I just distressed a little bit here and there just so that I could see a little bit more of the grain. Normally with a regular faux stain, I don't do that step, but for this one I did, so I'm gonna call this more of a rustic faux stain. Okay, so here is one slat that I've already waxed just a couple minutes ago, and I'm gonna go ahead and wax this one so you guys can see how quick and easy this is. This will dry and cure in minutes, so as long as you're using a BB Frösch wax. So you'll be able to use it, your surface, you know, literally by the time you're done waxing it, it'll be ready to go. You don't have to wait weeks for it to dry and cure. Okay, so you take your wax brush. Your wax brush is your brush that's flat. I always recommend waxing with a brush because it helps you get in the nooks and crannies, but also you'll go through so much less wax. If you put your wax directly on a cloth, you'll use way more wax than you need to, and a lot of it will get wasted on your cloth. So you're going to take your wax brush and just scoop up a little bit of wax with a wax wand, and I call it just buttering the end of your wax brush. Instead of, don't dip your wax brush into your wax because you'll waste it. You'll end up getting all kinds of wax down in here, and that wax will dry up. You won't be able to use it, but also you could contaminate your wax with any debris that gets on your brush. So just spread a little bit of wax on the end of your brush like this, and then with a dark wax, always start at one end and move to the other. I don't very often do swirling motions with a dark wax because it tends to be muddy looking. So especially with a faux stain, you want to move with the grain from one end to the other. So I'm just going to do one slat at a time, and I'm going to start at this end and go all the way to the other end, and I'm just going to move back and forth like so until I get enough coverage on my whole slat. And this is a pretty big slat, so if it seems like I need a little bit more, I can put a little bit more on there. But typically, I don't reload my brush until I have removed the excess wax. So you just kind of go back and forth like this, and you'll be able to tell when all of your board is waxed. It'll kind of look like you've just got really good coverage. So at this point, if you were to feel your surface, it would feel a little bit tacky. So just take your lint-free wax cloth and go from one end to the other, and you'll remove your excess wax. Now, how do you know when your excess wax is removed? Well, first of all, it won't feel tacky anymore. So you can see if I put my fingers like this, turn them over, there's no wax coming off on my fingers. But the second reason, or the second way you'll know, is this cloth will glide nice and smoothly and easily across your surface, like so. The third way you'll know if your excess wax has been removed is your surface will start to shine up just a little bit. So if you can you see down in here? I don't know. This board obviously hasn't been waxed yet, this slat, and this one has, so you can see that when you're doing a faux stain that the wax step is really important to help kind of make it look really rich and finished and kind of polished off. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to wax the faux stain. Again, this wax that I've just done is already dried and cured, or just about dried and cured and ready to use. It'll take me probably 5 to 10 minutes to finish up waxing the rest of it. And then I'm going to get to building my really super cool table. And I'll be doing a blog post for that table if you want to learn how to build one of those, that we'll be posting tomorrow on allthingsthrifty.com. Until then, see you later, guys.